Today, India is one of the youngest countries in the world with more than 50% of the total population below 25 years of age. This confident and courageous youth is our nation's greatest asset. Their passion, energy, and enterprise will take India to new heights. How will this happen? Where will they find inspiration, values, ideals? If a man with an ideal makes 1,000 mistakes, then a man without one surely makes 50,000, says Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda is one of the greatest icons for the modern Indian youth. You may well wonder, Swami Vivekananda, my icon? A person born 150 years ago? Are his ideals even relevant in today's context? July 1893. The SS Empress set sail from Japan to Canada. On board were two incredible Indians, Jamshedji Tata and Swami Vivekananda.
Japan has made such phenomenal progress in science and technology. I'm thinking of importing matches from Japan.
Absolutely. Japanese factories are truly a sight to see, and they are bent upon making everything they need in their own country. Couldn't we too manufacture instead of importing? I would urge you to set up a factory in India that would also provide livelihood to the poor.
I share your dream, Swamiji. I have plans of starting a steel plant in India. I'm in search of equipment and technology for the steel industry.
How wonderful! India must make wide use of science and technology to create an industrial revolution in the country. Our youth must have access to the latest scientific developments.
Swamiji, you are a true visionary, far ahead of our times. A worldly wise yogi, you have renounced all things worldly, and yet you feel so intensely about the misery in our country. Why?
I have but one bondage, the love for my country, and but one grief, her downfall. My mission is to return India to her past glory, and for this I shall live, and to this end I shall die. For this, the first thing we need is men, and the second is funds. I myself shall go to America to raise the money.
I draw tremendous inspiration from your resolve of nation building. The creation of a research institute for the sciences will be an apt aid to your mission. I would be happy to invest a sizable sum for establishing one such in India.
You have hit the nail on the head, sir. Combining the Western scientific fervor of research and invention with the Indian Aztec values of love, selflessness, and renunciation will create the new prototype for making our nation an impressive economy again.
Was Swami Vivekananda's mission to the West successful? Could he give back to India her lost pride? Enduring many difficulties, he arrived as a stranger, friendless and with little money, in the shivering cold of snow-clad Chicago to get aid for his hungry people. The rest is history. The Parliament of Religions opened on the 11th of September 1893. On the inaugural day, the Hall of Columbus was packed to the rafters. On the dais sat the finest speakers and thinkers of all faiths. At first, Vivekananda felt nervous. He did not venture to speak in the morning session. However, when his name was announced, he bowed down to the goddess Saraswati and stepped up to the podium. He began,
Sisters and brothers of America, and brothers of America, sisters and
A deafening applause of 2 minutes followed.
I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. I thank you in the name of millions and millions of Hindu people. I'm proud to belong to the religion that has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance.
The audience was on its feet after this short speech. He became famous overnight. All the newspapers ran excerpts from his speech and declared it the hit of the day. He then extensively toured America. He placed India and the best of its culture before the modern world. He mesmerized the audiences with his commanding presence and his spectacular presentation of India. After hearing him, they thought, how foolish is it to send missionaries to such a learned nation as India? He then toured Europe and brought to them the ideas of Vedanta, India's ancient philosophy. Did India awaken to his clarion call? The news of Swami Vivekananda's success in the West reached the shores of India and spread like wildfire. He was returning home after 4 long years. Yes, the tour had been a triumph. His homecoming was awaited by millions of Indians. This magnificent reception was not in honor of a king or of a great warrior or even of a millionaire, but that of a penniless sannyasi. He had shaken India to her very core. His ideas sent an electric thrill through India's national vein, pushing India to make tremendous strides in industrialization and in scientific progress, which we continue to witness till date. It also brought the age-old values of Indian spirituality, yoga, Ayurveda, traditional arts and crafts to the notice of the West. Jamshedji Tata took up one idea: make India great again. When India was under British rule and no Indian could dream of setting up an indigenous industry, he became a pioneering industrialist. He gave India textile mills, an iconic hotel, and founded the Tata Group, India's biggest industrial conglomerate. Swamiji and Tata's dream of a research institute took shape in the form of the IISc in 1909. Today, it is one of the premier research institutions in the world. The principle of taking up an idea and following it to its best possible form. We have a contemporary example in Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google.
it's the idea that matters. It didn't matter where you come from or what your background is. One revolutionary idea, one brilliant invention can unleash other entrepreneurs to revolutionize industries in ways you could never predict. I know how much hard work it takes to pursue a dream. The long hours, time away from family, the rejection, the ideas you know are brilliant that just don't seem to catch on. Great quote from Thomas Edison, I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that don't work. You're the ones building the next Google, the next Spotify, the next Tesla, the next, well, we don't even know. We're all looking to you. The world is counting on you, and we can't wait to see what you build next. Thank you.
Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it. Dream of it. Live on that idea. Let the brain, the muscles, the nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. Now it's your turn. Are you game?